excited about it. First off, we've got a couple of emails. One is from Joshua. Joshua, can you release part of the book in the video series? And that is exactly what I intend to do. So, Joshua, if you're watching this, we're doing a master follow-up series. It's going to be part of the book, and we'll definitely have it out. Sorry. We also got an email from Suzanne, and she says, I need more help in following up. I'm not getting enough closes. Okay, so that's why we are doing this, because of your input. I'm taking pieces of the book and I'm putting it into video form to help you guys. So reach out to me. Make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel, our YouTube channel, so that you're getting those updates, and you know they're there. You can go on and look at it. We're doing probably at least 2 videos a week from here on out, because we want that back end. Because when the book's released, we want to be able to sell the back end stuff, just like probably a lot of the people you've seen on the internet, and provide value. But guess what? You guys get this for free right now. So this is really cool. It takes a lot of time to put the videos together, record the videos. You guys wouldn't know how many times it takes to get one video right. It's just like a photographer that goes out and he'll take 100 pictures, and maybe there's 1 or 2 that are really kick-ass, and so that's kind of like what this is for doing a video series. We take a lot of takes, don't we, Ben? Yeah. Okay, so all this stuff is for free right now. Get it while you can, because it won't be in the future. Thank you again for watching our videos. And okay, so at this point we're going to talk about not being that. This is kind of the subtitle. So this is series number 1 of the Master Follow-Up series. Don't be that annoying salesperson. Okay, we all have them. We've all had people call up and, you gonna close yet? Are you gonna go with us yet? Are you gonna buy yet? Da 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 da. But they absolutely have nothing to add to value. So today we're going to be talking about holding stuff back. Okay, master salespeople know this. You don't go in. And in fact, many amateur salespeople or new salespeople, and I understand, but they go in and they make a presentation and they blow their whole wad up front. It's like, bang, here you go, Mr. Prospect, and they've got 2 or 3 other competitors that are going to come in too and do their presentation. And what we want to do as a professional salesperson is hold info back so that we can use it during the follow-up process. That's why we're doing a follow-up series. Okay, so you want to hold, let's say you sell tractors. I'll just throw this out there. Let's say you sell tractors, and your manager comes to you this month and says, okay, for every backhoe we sell, I'm giving you authorization to include a free trailer. Now, the average salesperson will go in and they'll be in front of the group of people or their prospects, and they'll say, oh, we're going to sell you this backhoe, for this, and here's all the benefits, and we're going to include a free trailer. No! Hold that back, because if it's not a sale that closes on the spot, you need those bullets in your holster to come back and get them to take that final bite in the sale and close the deal. Okay, you may be working with a small company, and there may be one decision maker, okay, that wears a lot of hats, and that's their job is to deal with you plus a whole lot of other things. You might be dealing with a medium-sized company, a company that maybe has 1 or 2 people that need to collaborate to make that final decision. Or you may be working with a large company that has a whole department dedicated to just making these kinds of decisions. So if you sell a product, let's say that in follow-up, let's think about it this way. If you didn't close the sale on the spot when you went in, that means either one of two things. You didn't close the sale on the spot because you have a product or a service that it's impossible to close on the spot because there's so many options and there's a process. And we're going to talk about that process today. Most regular salespeople, they go in and again, guns a-blazing, and they give it all up front. But what we're going to do, okay, is we want to follow up fast, but we want to provide useful information. Okay, I'm going a little backwards here again. I shift all over the place, right? From the moment that you make your initial presentation or your sales pitch or your initial meeting, it's what I call, and I've termed this downward interest thrust, okay? DIT. Okay, so from the point that you make that initial presentation or that initial meeting, from that point on, all the interest can do is go down. Okay, so what we want to do as salespeople is close them as high up as we can on that. I think of it as a reverse bell curve. So what we want to do is close them as high up on that curve as we can. Okay, so we want to follow up fast, but with useful information so that we're not the annoying salesperson. In one of my companies that I've had for 25 years, we put together a follow-up process, okay? So if the deal doesn't close on the spot, we've got a regimented a process of following up to get the sale. All your other competition is going to just call up, and like I said before, they're going to say, hey, you ready to close yet? Oh, got this, blah, 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 because they want to pay their rent, right? No, you're not that kind of salesperson, and that's right here. Okay, so we had a video series that talked about thank you cards, okay? So you always, the same day you make that presentation, you want to pop that thank you card in the mail because it's going to take 2 to 3 days with USPS to get that card to the person. Okay, so look at this as a timeline. Okay, so you did the presentation, and I'm not going into how you set the appointment or any other crap because obviously you've already been in front of the prospect. So, okay, so you send a thank you card and you know it's going to get there in 2 to 3 days. Especially if it's a local sale, it may even get there in a day. Okay, so the next thing we do is what I like to call the President's Letter. Okay, and there's a checkbox for that for our salespeople. So, what the President's Letter is a letter that is either emailed, I hate to use the word fax because a lot of people don't use the word fax anymore, or mailed that comes from the president of your company. So you have your prospect, and what we want to do is hit them from all these different directions so they can't say no. So you go in and do the presentation. Now you sent them the thank you card. Now they receive this information from the president of your company. Okay, so you have to get authorization on this, but most people will say, well, does that equate into more sales? Well, yes, it does. So the president is not going to have any problem putting his signature on the bottom of your sales letter that you're going to be sending to the prospect. Okay, so let's say you work for XYZ company, and the president of the company's name is John Henry. Okay, so what you want to do is get a form letter and fill it out. And what it's going to say is, hi, this is John Henry, president of ABC Tractor Company. And we are so excited to earn your business. Thank you for letting my salesperson, John, come in and make a presentation. We will do whatever it takes, not only on the initial sale of going with our company, but after the fact. The support is going to be wonderful. We are excited to earn your business. Okay, so what you've done now is they're working with you and the president of your company, but the president of your company doesn't have to do a damn thing except sign off on this letter with his signature. Okay, so you need to go to the president or your marketing manager and explain this, show them this video, and get that letter from the president of your company, because if you are the prospect, you're going to feel very special knowing that you're dealing with the president of the company, not just you, but the president of your company. It's exciting. It's just, you're going to blow your competition away. How many people, or how many things have you bought where the president of the company has had input into the sale to you? Okay, we use Nikon equipment here for our videos. Now, if I had a letter from the president of Nikon North America, and I've got the signed signature of the president, and I send that to my prospect, wow. Okay, so, I mean, I can't emphasize enough having that president's letter. And that's just one part of the follow-up, okay? So we've done the thank you card, we've done the president's letter, we've done, the next thing, what I do is if our prospect hasn't bought yet, is offer them a little discount, okay? So I'm going to give them 10%, okay? Is it worth it for me to give the prospect a 10% discount? And in my mind, I think that it's better to lose 10% of the sale rather than having a whole lot of nothing. If my competitor wins the deal that I'm working against, okay, I've got nothing. But if I give 10% to the prospect and the deal closes, okay, well, then I've made 90% of what I couldn't have made if I didn't offer the deal, okay? This is how these sales funnels work on the internet. You'll see them all over the place. People selling books, they'll sell videos with these funnel deals, and if you don't buy, what it is if you have an empty cart, or if they have an empty cart, and it goes on for long enough, well, they're going to reach out and try to grab you back. And that's why you don't buy anything online impulsively. You wait. And the reason you wait is because they're going to offer you more deals, more discounts, the longer you wait. Okay? So if our prospect, if us as salespeople cannot close that deal up front in 2 days, in 3 days, in a week, okay, now comes out the big guns. We're going to offer 10%, okay, but we've still held back. That's important. We've still held back that free trailer for that backhoe that we talked about earlier. And the reason for this is most people, companies, because we're talking about business-to-business sales, you're going to have competition. And usually a company will bring it into a funnel and say, okay, we've narrowed it down to 2 companies. And with your follow-up, you're going to ask the prospect, where we are at in the sale, and they're going to tell you most times, well, it's between you and ABC company. That is because you've held back that free trailer, and again, I'm using just a random industry. You've held that back. That is where you play your cards. And that's where you tell the customer saying, okay, here we are. I will do this for you. I want to earn your business. You've already sent them the president's letter. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to say, Mr. Prospect, what we're going to do for you, and I don't care if you're doing this on the phone, email, whatever, but hopefully you're doing it on the phone because you want to hear their tonality and their response on the phone. We are going to give you a free trailer. And it is valued at $3,000. And, you know, I know you're spending $200,000 on our product, but we are going to give you a free trailer. And not only that, if you want to, call our competition, because it's narrowed down to 2 people, and ask if they're willing to do that for you. And I doubt it. I doubt it. I really doubt it. We are in this for customer service after the sale. That's what your prospects want to hear. Okay, so this is part 1 of mastering follow-up sales. Okay, we're going to hold information back. We're going to follow up fast. Okay, but it's got to be useful information. Every time you call them, you have to provide useful information and not being that annoying salesperson. Okay, please. And we want to close high. We don't want this downward interest thrust to go too low. We got to close them up high, because what your competitors are going to do is they're going to put them in some sort of a creepy follow-up thing where if it doesn't close right up front, you know, it's going to go in their file. We want to get the deal. We want to get the deal. So what I want you to do is subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we're going to be doing a couple videos every week, and just please take this information, use it out in the field. Okay, when you get back to your office, you've got these proposals or you've got these deals you're working on, use these follow-up tips today, and they're going to make a huge change in your sales. And this is just from one video. Okay, I'm not fucking around here. I want to see you successful. Okay, so anyway, this is part 1. We'll probably have part 2 out in a couple, 3 days, 2 days, whatever. And enjoy it now, because it's going to cost money in the future. We're going to be doing webinars. We're going to be doing all kinds of kick-ass stuff to make you successful. And I love what I've been able to do for people. You know, I've got 35 years of experience in this business. I've hired and fired hundreds of salespeople. For every salesperson or every 20 salespeople that come through my door looking for work, there's going to be 2 that are going to be great. There's going to be 4 that are going to be okay. And all the rest are going to be fired over a period of time. And I want you to be that too. The 2 people that are successful and are making a lot of money and kicking ass in this world. Okay, until then, thank you. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. We just started it last week, and it's just going to grow from here. So be one of the first. I'm going to give you special deals on everything, because you are the ones that are starting from this point of our new YouTube channel. So thank you. This is Coleman. Let's rock it.